I was in a mood to rant today because I was broken today. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely broken today with the first half because it seemed like it could have been another 3-0, another 4-0, and I was broken because I think in the first half it was again just a repeat of the Arsenal match. We played well, but again we gave unnecessary goals, we gave unnecessary chance, and we paid a really, really heavy price for it. And I was really thinking the same as well, like the Arsenal game. We did well in the first half. We played some good football stuff in the end of the first half. But that two-goal lead was a big one. In the second half, will we come and fight back or will we throw it all away? That was the biggest worry I had and the biggest anger I had with the team and everyone because it was the same old mistakes. The manager again, the setup, the space behind the goal. Again, it was the same old mistakes, giving the ball away. Again, it was the same old stuff. Nico Jackson going there, scoring a goal, marginal offside. And then again, Nico Jackson had a chance, easy chance. He should have made it 1-1, and we again missed it. And it was looking like one of those days and end of Pochettino. But I have to give credit to Mauricio Pochettino. I have to give credit to the team. And I believe all Chelsea fans must do. Like, we came after the Arsenal match. We criticized this player that they don't care for this patch. They don't love this patch. They don't love this team. They're mercenaries. They're for money and all that blah, blah stuff. But in the second half, these players fought for this patch. In the second half, these players gave everything. And when we criticize them fully. So today they deserve all the praise for the second half. Because for me, they were sensational in the second half. They fought for the badge. They fought for the team. And I think they deserve all the praise in the world. They were absolutely sensational for me in the second half. Absolute sensational. The manager also got all of his setup right for me. Going on with the back three, pushing Cucurella into the midfield, using Mudryk to provide more width. I think it worked to perfection for us in the second half. We were more dominant. We played some good stuff. And it's just a sad part that we could not come out of the match with a victory. It was 2-0. It was again looking like we might not finish our chances. But then Noni Madueke scores a wonderful goal. It still would have been a penalty on Conor Gallagher. But that was a very good goal from Noni Madueke, who was a bright spark in the second half. And then I was seeing the social media. People were absolutely going on Conor Gallagher. And Conor Gallagher pulls off a master stroke of a goal. That was a world-class finish from his weaker foot. Fantastic stuff from Conor Gallagher. It becomes 2-2 and then it changes. And one player we all wanted to be given the chance to wrap the game up was Cole Palmer. And see, Cole Palmer is coming back from illness. I'm not giving anyone excuse to miss those chances, but he is a player who has carried us on his back. If there's a player who can miss his chances, it's Cole Palmer. It happens. He's a footballer. You miss these chances. And Cole Palmer missed and sitter. Then we scored from the corner and VAR robs us again. Again, the same old stuff. VAR. I'm just done with this VAR because that is a simple push that is made to a defender. Diego Carlos is a bodybuilder. He's strong. He's physical. If you really think that push is enough for a foul and that is a clear and obvious error, I have no words. Because we were cheated out in the Manchester City match in the FA Cup because that was not a clear and obvious error. And I don't understand then how is this a clear and obvious error? It's absolutely out of my mind. They keep changing our rules. Sometimes this isn't clear and obvious error. Sometimes they say to the referee to go onto the screen and watch it. I just don't understand VAR right now. Against Chelsea, it's been against us in recent weeks. All the decisions have gone against us. And for me, that goal should have stood. We should have enjoyed the victory. But again, the same old stuff with VAR. But I'm very proud of the second half display of the team. I'm really proud of the team in the second half. It's just that why these displays are so rare. Why do we not play this football like we did in the second half today? Why we don't play with this intensity? Where was this intensity in the recent weeks? Because that was a really good second half from us. But again, it's very rare from Chelsea this season. And that has been our biggest problem, biggest Achilles heels for this whole season. But I have to be honest, proud of the second half. But the draw most probably leaves us with only a 10-20% chance of getting Europa League football. We have to beat Tottenham next Thursday or we have no chance. So draw is still not a good result for us. But overall, going away to Villa Park and coming back after 0 down, I'm proud of the side. I could not ask for much. My expectation before the match was a 2-1 defeat. I was not really surprised with the start of the game. We all were broken after the Arsenal defeat. Away ground, Villa Park, Champions League football on the way for Aston Villa. And I think we did really well in the second half. We destroyed Aston Villa. The football we played, Arsenal have played Aston Villa. Manchester City have played Aston Villa. I don't think anybody has destroyed Aston Villa in the manner we did. So I'm proud of the team. But again, it's just individual mistakes which keep costing us. We could easily have on some other day won this game 4-0, 5-0. But again, it's the same old story. A match we should have won 4-0, we draw 2-2. And that's been the story for us whole season. Guys, please who are watching, please at least like the stream, subscribe to the channel, because all your support really means a lot. Participate in the live chat and let me know your humble opinion, people. Now going on to the second slide to discuss, and this because we have a lot more stuff to discuss. And see, now coming on to another important one, that was a good fight back. And I think that's where I have to give a team a lot of credit, because I think the team really pulled off a really, really good fight back. This is something we have really seen this season from this Chelsea team. It's been very rare. The fight back from this team has been very rare. When in the first half we have not got a lead, we have absolutely lost in the second half. Our second half performances have been the worst this season. For the team to go there, fight from 2-0 down, I'm really proud of each and every player today. I'm proud of all of them today. They made us all proud in the second half because the team really fought. I was one of the person that criticized the team. I ranted a bit after the Arsenal defeat. I was furious with all of them to not show a bit of desire for the shirt, getting beaten 5-0. But in this game, they all fought for the badge. They all fought for the shirt. They made me proud. They made the Chelsea fans proud. And in the second half, they did really well. Again, it's the same old story. Why not in the first half? Why not play well in the first half? But that's been the story for Chelsea whole season. But I cannot ask for much from this team. I think in the second half, they made all of us proud. And I think we need to give them some credit, because for me, in the second half, they again got each and everything spot on. They fought back. It's very rare to see Chelsea come back from 2-0 down. And I think the team made all of us proud today. I have to give the team the credit where it's due. They surprised all of us with the fight back, because when it was 2-0 people, I had lost each and every hope that I had. I was broken, I was gutted, and I thought it's all over. The team went there, they fought, they made us proud, so I'm proud of all of them. Noni Madueke, Gallagher was sensational in the goal. Caicedo for me had his best display in a Chelsea shirt. Palmer, even after coming back from an illness, still showed his class on the pitch. Nico Jackson again did everything right on the pitch, bar scoring a goal. Silva was immense. Second half by Badiashile was his best performance since last year under Graham Potter. So I think it was a very, very good second half. But again, the question arises, why we aren't consistent, why we can't show this again and again and again. And that is a problem with the team. But in the second half, being 2-0 down at Villa Park, it's a massive comeback. It's a massive comeback. It deserves praise. But also we need to go and work more hard, so in the future we can come in these places and win. But that was one of the best away performances we put this season. We got hammered at Newcastle, we got hammered at Arsenal, we got hammered at Liverpool. To come here and put this display, I'm proud of the team, and that was a very good display. First half, same old, but in the second half, the team fought really, really well. And now guys, coming on to the next slide to discuss, please do like and subscribe. I think Gallagher, that was sensational from Conor Gallagher. That goal was absolute sensational stuff from Conor Gallagher. That was beauty, and that was from his weaker foot. He scored a goal very similar against Crystal Palace for Graham Potter in his first win as a Chelsea manager, but that was from his right foot. And guys, at that time I was thinking this game is going to end 2-1, because we were absolutely destroying Aston Villa, but the final output was not there. In the final box, we weren't converting our chances. In the final box, our final pass was lacking, and we needed something magical. And Conor Gallagher pulled off an absolutely magical goal there. That was truly magical goal. That was a fantastic goal from his weaker foot. I think even Aston Villa defenders did not anticipate it. They allowed him to cut on his left foot and shoot, because they did not even think from his left foot he can hit the strike. That was sensational. That has to be one of the goals of the season for Chelsea. That was sensational stuff from Conor Gallagher. Beautiful goal, and it got us on the level term 2-2. And after that, I thought we were going to get the winner. We did. But VAR is always a ROBS. But I have to say, Conor Gallagher, that was a sensational goal. And it's his third goal this season against Aston Villa at Villa Park. So that's another good start for Conor Gallagher. And I think that's a very good goal from Conor Gallagher, because he has received one criticism this season alongside me as well. I've criticized Conor Gallagher for just one thing, that Conor, you need to add more goals to your game. That is the biggest weakness in his game for me, that it doesn't provide a lot of goals. But today, he scored a magical goal, and most probably is the player who was responsible for us to come back from Villa Park to get the 1 point. So very happy with Conor Gallagher. That was a very, very big goal by Conor Gallagher, sensational goal, and he deserves his praise. Whether you like him, whether you don't like him, that's your opinion. Yes, he can as a player improve. We can improve, but if we go against his leadership, if we go against the desire he has for this batch and the goal, I think that's for me a bit too rude. This season, he has still been one of the best performing midfielder, and again, when needed, he pulled off a massive goal. So well done to Conor Gallagher. There was a massive goal, and it gets us a crucial point if we want to make Europa League football. I still believe now it's most probably over. We need to win this game because Tottenham game is going to be a hard one at Stamford Bridge. But I think this draw still gives us a bit of chance to go with some momentum into the Tottenham game, and hopefully we can roll over the rivals and get a bit of start into the form and some winning run. Now, coming back on the next slide now, people to discuss, and that is Noni Madueke. And Noni Madueke for me was superb in the second half. Now in the first half, again with Noni Madueke, there was no consistency. He was making the right runs, getting into the box, but again, cut, dribble, but nothing. But in the second half, there was more to the game of Noni Madueke. He was really, really good for me in the second half. He was absolutely fantastic for me in the second half. He absolutely toasted Lucas Dean. And the goal, that was a wonderful goal. That was a wonderful finish from a good young player. That was a really good finish from Noni Madueke. And after that, he was absolutely fantastic for the whole half. And he deserves his credit. He was superb in the second half. He played his skin out. He was a guy who was really giving his everything on the pitch, playing really well in the second half, demanding for the ball, cutting inside Lucas Dean, always bringing it to his right foot or left foot, troubling the defender, and putting it into the box for the other attackers to come and tap in. He was really good today, scored a beautiful goal, created so many chances, and I think Noni Madueke today deserves his praise because he was absolutely sensational in the second half. That was a sensational display. He's received a lot of criticism this season, including me. Some of the attitude problems or overall his final output is not there. But Noni Madueke today showed his talent. It's just about consistency with his young players. I've said it for a long time that his young players are 2 years player project, and that is where Chelsea have made mistake. These young players have a lot of potential, but they are 2 to 3 year project players. It's not going to happen immediately with them, but if you give them 2, 3, 4 years to develop, you will see their real ability. But can Chelsea give that? That's a very big question. But I think that was a very, very good display from Noni Madueke in the second half. He was absolutely sensational, people, and he deserves his credit for me in this game. He was really good in this game. People, please watching, at least hit the like and subscribe. Your support to this channel means a lot. And Noni Madueke, sensational goal. And that was really important for us in the second half. That gave us a start. That gave us a goal. And after that, I think the team never looked back. And that was really important. So for me, Noni Madueke, a superb second half for me. He was really good in the second half. And he was, for me, one of the best attackers in the pitch in the second half. So well done to Noni. He was really, really good. And I think it was a really good goal from Noni Madueke. That brings me to the next slide. And again, people, world-class Caicedo for me has showed up. That was a performance we used to see from Caicedo at Brighton. That was sensational Caicedo. His tackling, I think he made a bit of mistake in the first goal. He should have been the player who should have been marking the player in the box. But after that, Moses Caicedo never looked back. He was absolutely sensational in this game. Moses Caicedo, tackling, interception, winning the ball, his passing into the final box. He was sensational for me today, Moses Caicedo. That has to be his best display in a Chelsea shirt. He won so many interceptions. His pass to Nico Jackson where a goal was ruled out. He tried so many passes to Jackson where at last point the defender intercepted. His tackling, his interception, he created so many chances for us today by just winning the ball. That is a Moses Caicedo we needed. That is a Moses Caicedo we signed. A person that sweeps the ball, carries the play forward, wins the ball, and brings the energy. And today Moses Caicedo played like a top-class midfielder that should be playing for a top-class side. He was sensational today. You go and see his stats, his tackling, interception stats. He's winning the ball today. He's passing forward. I think it was really, really good today as a midfielder. That was a complete performance. He tried two or three shots as well, which are on target, which is something is good to see that he's trying at least. So I think Moses Caicedo for me was sensational. And I think today was his best display in a Chelsea shirt. I've not seen this great display of Caicedo in a Chelsea shirt. And I think this is the best of them. Today, Moses Caicedo for me was sensational, fantastic, and he deserves his praise. He always gets a lot of criticism and all that stuff because he's signed for big money. I understand all this stuff, but he's still a player with a huge ability, needs to be back, needs to be given time and some patience. And I think there's a really, really good performance of Moses Caicedo today. That's a very good performance from him today, and I'm really happy with him. People, please in the comment section, do a private chat. Do let me know your opinion on the performance of Caicedo, because I was really impressed, and this is a really, really good sign for the season ahead that's remaining and the next season, because this guy is a crucial player for our future. And I think today he showed up and he played a really, really good game. So that was really good to see. And his and Conor Gallagher's partnership for me worked really well. So that was another really, really good stuff. And that brings me to the next one, and that is VAR robs Chelsea again. And for me, that's a clear goal, guys. That's a clear goal. I celebrated it so hard. I was happy, but I know VAR was going to ruin it. But overall, for me, that's a clear and obvious, not an error. That's not a clear and obvious error. Why are you telling the referee to go on the screen and watch it? But why is this inconsistency? Why on the handball on Jack Grealish, the referee was not sent on screen? Why in Premier League so many decisions are made where the referee is not made on screen? The Premier League needs to tell us what is a clear and obvious error, because for them, it's all about publicity. Let's send the referee to the screen for publicity, but there is no clear and obvious rule when this need to happen. When they think it's not a clear and obvious error, don't send the referee to the screen. When they think, but it's good for the cameras, they send him to the screen. Today is a disgrace. We were robbed against Manchester City. We should have been in the final. And today we've been robbed again of a clear goal where it's just a marginal push. It's not a clear and obvious error. It should not be checked on the screen. And that's a simple error. We should be caught on the field by the referee. But again, VAR is here to ruin everything. And why this point about crying with it? VAR is always here to ruin everything for Chelsea. Absolutely pathetic. Virtual assistant referee. F it. You are just there to ruin it. Ruin fans' day. And you're absolutely awful because you have no idea how to run this game. You have no idea of the rules. Every day for the Premier League football, the rules keeps on changing. Clear and obvious error. No clear and obvious error. And we keep on paying for it. Today, that was not a clear and obvious error by the referee. He should not have gone to the monitor. When this season, the referee does not go for every decision to the monitor, why he's going now? That's a very, very bad precedent by the Premier League. And that's a simple push which the Premier League says should be allowed. A simple push. A bodybuilder, Diego Carlos. A simple push. And Aston Villa players did not even complain. But that's the reality. That's what referees are. They are just here to rob Chelsea, rob us of a good win, and just F them. Just absolutely F them. Killed our season off. We got a big victory today. Killed it off. We beat Manchester City. Killed it off. F off, man. F off to VAR. And that's the reality. There's no point talking about people. Please, people who have joined in right now, please like, subscribe to the channel. Your support really means a lot to me, people. And now, coming on to the next one, that is slow start again. And this is, people, a bit of problem. This is something I've been talking about for a long, long time. That we again in the game start a bit slow, and that is a problem. We were 1-0 down to Arsenal in the first 5 minutes, and that is unacceptable. And then in the end, we went on and lose the game badly. No point talking about it again. But today, again, we started the game so slowly, and that again worries me. We again went 1-0 down in the first 4 minutes, and that has to be a bit of point of concern for the team. The coaching staff again, why do we start the game so slow? Why do we not come out with the same energy on the away grounds? And again, on an away ground, we started slowly and we paid a heavy price for it. And Aston Villa led 2-0. It could have been bad on some other day. But thankfully, in the second half, we saw a different Chelsea, which we haven't seen this season. But again, the same slow start, the same individual error in the goal. Again, the shape was not there. The players did not track back. And again, it's the same old mistakes which have been costing us the whole season. So that is again my problem. We keep on making the same mistakes we have done whole season, and that bites us in the back like it has done for us this whole season. So again, the same old individual mistakes, slow start, and it costs us in the end, because going down 2-0 in the first half is never an ideal start. But I'm very proud of the team, the way they came back in this match. They fought for this beautiful match, and that was a bit good to see today. Because really this season, we've come back from losing position. This season for Chelsea, it's been about we are down, we are out. So the team went there, they bounced back. I think that's a very, very positive sign, people. That is a very positive sign. So I'm very proud of the team for that. And that brings me to the next one. Next I will discuss, and that's the same old problem, the conversion problem. And guys, you know how much I love Nico Jackson. He's a brilliant footballer for me, a good dribbler, a good passer, a person that plays with passion on his sleeve, and overall, for me, a good player. But Nico Jackson has to put that header into the back of the net. That's a simple bread and butter for a simple average striker, and that has to go in the back of the net. That's very poor by Nico Jackson. That should have been 1-1. And again, it's the same old problem. And then last player I want to talk about is Cole Palmer, because he's the best player for us this season, the best player in the Premier League this season. But in the end, that's a sitter miss by Cole Palmer. And again, we should have won today. We again come out with a draw and drop points. And again today, a game where we could have scored 5 or 6 goals. We come out of the match with 2 goals and a 2 draw. So again, it's the same old story. Our conversion rate is not there. And again, we suffer the biggest prices for that. And that's the reality. Our conversion rate is not there. We still don't have a striker that guarantees 25 goals a season. We don't have a midfielder that guarantees 12 to 15 goals, bar Cole Palmer. And that's the reality we are suffering. And again today, conversion was a problem. And in the end, we got 1 point for that. If we converted our chances, we might have just won this game 3-1 for me at least, because we were really good on the day today. But again, it's the same old problem. In front of goal, we are really poor. We miss easy chances. We are our own worst enemy, and we suffer the big prizes for that. And that brings me to the next one. And Thiago Silva was superb today, guys. He led us really well today. He led the team really well today. And I think Thiago Silva now in his final time at Chelsea, because most probably we all know he's leaving. I think Thiago Silva has been playing out of his skin, and he deserves a lot of credit. Thiago Silva today, people, was absolutely immense for me today. He defended really well. He was really good in terms of guiding Badiashile today. He cleared so many balls, and I think that was a really good display for Thiago Silva today. And that is what we want to see from the legend, from the defender we love. And today, Thiago Silva was absolutely wonderful today. He defended really well. He guided Badiashile, his interception, tackle, final stretch. I think I'm really happy with the display of Thiago Silva. And that was really, really good display. When we have seen Disasi absolutely stinking it out against Arsenal, Badiashile being poor this whole season, I think Thiago Silva provides a bit of stability. He gives a bit of confidence to Badiashile. And I think today the team played really, really well. And Thiago Silva, for me, really good performance today, Thiago Silva. Please, people watching, like the stream, subscribe, share, because my beautiful people, each and every support goes a very, very long way to support the channel. Please do it, people. And that brings me to the next slide, and that is to talk about Badiashile. And I think this is Badiashile's best performance since last season under Graham Potter. I think this is the best Badiashile performance since last season under Graham Potter. He was really good in the second half. I think in the first half, again, it was the same old story. Badiashile making poor passes, mistakes, not looking confident. But as the game went on, I think he did a really, really good job. As the game went on, I think he was really, really good, Badiashile. He defended really well in the second half. He was strong. He was physical. He was putting the tackles in. He was winning his duels. He was winning interceptions. And I think in the second half, he deserves all the credit in the world, because I think that was the best Badiashile I've seen since 1 year. That was really, really good. He looked very calm, composed with the ball. His aerial duels were good. His passing was good. Like winning the final ball, interception, tackle, everything, aggression was all really good. That is something we have missed from Badiashile this season. And I think Badiashile today was really good. That is a bit of positive, because I still believe in the talent of this guy. I still think there's a player in him. But because he's so young, he had a tough period. And hopefully this display gives him confidence, because I do believe in his talent. But now he needs to be consistent and consistently show us what he's capable of. Because I was really happy with the display from Badiashile. And that brings me to the next slide, people, is Mudryk. And see, I still trust Mudryk in terms of I still believe there's a good young player in him that can develop and be a bit of good player in future. But as I've always said on this channel, he's still a player who is the most raw player in the squad, even more raw than Madueke, and he needs minimum of 2 to 3 years under one stable manager. He needs to develop, and then he will be ready. But sadly, the problem is that Chelsea don't have time to allow him to be ready. Chelsea don't have time to wait for when he will be ready, and that is the problem. Mudryk for me again disappoints. Again, a poor display. You just never knew where he was really going to go in this game. He had the ball, no confidence. All the shots he was trying to take, it was going near to the corner flag. It was really embarrassing. When he had the ball, he was losing to the defender, and that was really poor. In this game, mostly he did nothing today. And I think Mudryk, I cannot say much. Like, it's the same old story with Mudryk. He has all the promise in the world. He has all the ability in the world, but he's still a very raw player, a very young player that will need a lot of time and patience to develop. But reality is that Chelsea don't have the time and patience to develop these players, and this is why it's going to be a problem, because he has a talent, but you need to give this boy minimum of 2 years to get back to his level, to be a top class player. And 2 years in the Premier League football is a really, really long time. And Mudryk right now looks really raw and looks like a player who needs a massive development before he becomes a consistent and a good player overall. And that takes me to the next slide, people, and that is Conor Gallagher and Caicedo pivot works well. And I've been saying you for a long time, in this system of pochettino, which is a basketball system, high attacking football, vertical passing, pressing, high octane football, in this system, Caicedo and Gallagher complement each other well, and they're still the best pairing we can go for me. Caicedo and Gallagher today again really played well together. Again, they had very good performance together. And again, we went on, got a 2-2 draw. Overall, for me, they complemented each other well. Both for me, passing wise today were much better. Defensively, they were much better. Energetically, they were better. And in this system under Pochettino, I think they suit this system much better together. So this is why for me this combination works well together. And Caicedo Gallagher is a combination we should end the season with for me. They work really well together. They complement each other well under the Pochettino system. So this is why for me they were a good pairing together today. And I think they really, really played well in this game. And that brings me, people, to the next one. And that is Nico Jackson again. And with Nico Jackson, it's just the same old stuff. He's a very good young player. He has good dribbling. He has good ability on the ball. He has good passing. He has good vision. He has good understanding of the game. But the only problem in his game is he just can't finish into the back of the net. And this is why for me, he can be a good left winger in the future, but he cannot be a striker for Chelsea Football Club. I don't think that he will get the finishing within 1 year of time. He still has a lot to learn. He still has a lot to develop. And this is why for me, Nico Jackson, again, is the same old problem. That header has to go into the back of the net. Any proper striker is putting that header into the back of the net. There is no excuse for Nico Jackson to not put that header into the back of the net. I think that was really disappointing. That was really disappointing for Nico Jackson. That has to be on the back of the net. So I was really disappointed, but I do believe in his talent. I still believe this guy has a lot of potential. Good dribbler, good passer, a good carrier of the ball. He's overall a really good player. But the only thing is missing in his game is goals. And that should be a bread and butter for a striker. And for Nico Jackson, that's a really big problem. So that is something in the summer we need to address. And that takes me to the next slide, people. And this is another big one. That is positive. There are a lot of positives like Moses Caicedo, Conor Gallagher getting the goal, the fight back, Silva and Chalobah again doing well. So I think there's a lot of positives we need to build on now. We got embarrassed against Arsenal. We lost to Manchester City. We got a draw today. Now we need to beat Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Bournemouth, and finish the season on a high. We can use this match as a bit of momentum, and now we need to carry it on. If we go now and lose to Tottenham, all the hard work we did in this match goes in vain. Go there, put a performance against Tottenham, beat them, and get this campaign absolutely back on track. We still have a lot of time. Be consistent, perform the way you did today, and hopefully this can help us for the rest of the season, because I was really, really proud of the team in the second half. And that brings me to the next slide, and that is the Chelsea player ratings. So people who are watching, please like, please subscribe, please support the channel, people, because each and every support of you goes a long way in helping the channel. Each like gets us more people to join us so we can chat together. So people, requesting my kind, beautiful people, please like the stream, please subscribe, because each and every support of you means a lot to me, people. I love you all. I'm a fellow Chelsea fan as well, and your support will always mean a lot to me. Starting first of all with the goalkeeper, And I think Petrovic for me has to be a 6. I think many people are getting angry for him on the near post goal. They think he should have done better. I believe Petrovic could have done better, but that's between the legs of Chalobah, and that is not easy for a goalkeeper. So I do give him a bit of like slide. He's still been one of the better players this season, Petrovic. He still makes some important saves in game. So I'm going to give him a pass in this game. But yes, Petrovic needs to improve overall. His distribution, his shot stopping, they still need to improve. But for me, in this game, he was fine and well. And overall, for me, he did a good job. And coming to the next one, that is Trevor Chalobah. I think he has to be 6 as well. He played again in the right back position, which is not his natural, but he has played here before as well. And I think Trevor Chalobah again did really well defensively. Yes, he made a bit of lapse in concentration. He had a bit of errors because he's playing in an absolutely unfamiliar position. But I think Trevor Chalobah today, he defended really, really well. I think attackingly, he tried to give us a bit of help, but he can't because it's not Malo Gusto. But overall, for me today, I think Trevor Chalobah was again fine today. And Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, they worked together much, much better. And I think the lineup from the manager was spot on. And I think Trevor Chalobah today was really, really good people. And coming on now towards the next one, that is Thiago Silva. And for me, Thiago Silva in this game deserved at least 7. He was colossal, immense, and he played like a true captain. He was a guider for Badiashile today. And since Thiago Silva came back, Badiashile performed better. What a coincidence. He guided the team well. He did really well in the game. He tackled interceptions, final stretch when the team needed him. I'm really proud of Thiago Silva. I hope he stays for one more year to guide the youngsters, but he's not. He's leaving the club, and I'm proud of him. I love him. And Thiago Silva again today, he stood up for the club. He stood up for the fans. He played another very good game. So all the love in the world to him. That was a performance we want to see from our players. And I think Thiago Silva, he put on a very, very good performance. And I'm really, really proud of him today. And Badiashile for me, poor first half. But the second half is more like the Badiashile I've known, I've seen. He was really, really good for me in the second half. Badiashile defended well, tackled well, intercepted well, won his aerial duels. I'm very, very proud of Badiashile in the second half. I'm really, really proud. This is the Badiashile we used to see under Graham Potter. This is the Badiashile we used to see last season. We haven't seen the same Badiashile, calm on the ball, composed, winning the tackles, interceptions, being smart. And I think he did today, and he reaped all the reward. He was really, really, really good today, Badiashile, in the second half. He deserves his credit. He deserves his praise. Because for me, again, in the second half, he was really, really good. And that was his best performance under Pochettino. That goes without a doubt. And that brings the next one. That is Marco Cucurella. And for me, people, Marco Cucurella for me in this game has to be a 6. Did his job fine. Defensively for me, not that great. But has always been Marco Cucurella. But I think attackingly, people, I think he did a good job today. He put in some good crosses. Nico Jackson should have scored the goal. That was a tap-in. And Cucurella would have an assist. I think this was one of the better games for Marco Cucurella. This is why, people, I'm going with a rating of 7 for Marco Cucurella. I think this was one of his better performances. And for me, he did a really, really good job in the game. So I go with a 7 for him. And, sorry, 6 for him. I'm really, really sorry. 6 for him. I'm so sorry. And that takes me to Moses Caicedo. And I give Moses Caicedo 8. I think Moses Caicedo in this game was sensational, tremendous. He played like the Moses Caicedo we signed from Brighton. Energetic, good with the ball. His passing was good. His understanding of the game was good. His positioning was good today. So I was really proud of Moses Caicedo. His tackles, his interceptions, his winning the balls. I think that is a Moses Caicedo we have been looking as Chelsea fans for a very long time. He made me proud. He made everyone proud. And that was a really, really good display of Moses Caicedo. His tackles, his interceptions, his passing. The pass he made to Nico Jackson when Nico Jackson scored a goal, but it was disallowed. That's all because of Moses Caicedo. Proud of him. Really good display. Showing his worth. And I think he has to be an 80 today. And has to be one of the contenders of the match. The match, he was really, really good in this match. And coming on now to Conor Gallagher. I think he deserves that 8 for the sensational goal. Because that has to go down as one of, if not the top goals this season. From his weaker foot, he sliced, curled it into the back of the net. And that was beautiful. That was cinematic. That was a beautiful finish that even Neil and Messi will be proud of. Fantastic by Conor Gallagher. Fantastic display. fantastic finish, and he deserves his credit because for me, that was sensational. That was absolute sensational display from him for me. I'm really, really proud of him, and hopefully he can carry this on. Conor Gallagher for me in the second half again, like the whole side, he did really well. He got into the right positions, and that goal was an absolutely stunner of a goal. That was a magical goal, fantastic goal, and he deserves all the credit for that because that was absolutely sensational stuff. And that brings me to the next player rating. People, please watching, do like, subscribe. Each support goes a long way in helping the channel. Now on Noni Madueke, and he was a 7 for me today. He scored a very beautiful goal, but I think the first half today from Noni Madueke was a poor one. But I think in the second half, he turned it up, he cooled it up, he heated it up, and I think it was really, really good today in the second half. Noni Madueke, he was our most dangerous player. Love him to bits, did really well. He still has a lot to learn, development and everything, but I think it was very good today, and the goal was a really beautiful one. And coming to the next one, that is Cole Palmer. And Cole Palmer for me today has to be a 6. He was just coming back from an illness. We still know he's not absolutely fully fit, and still he went there and he pulled off a master of a performance in terms of the illness he had. Yes, he missed a very big chance, which should have been the winner, but one player who's allowed to miss a chance of that caliber is Cole Palmer because he's carried us this whole season. He was again really good today. He made some good passes, and this is all after the illness is coming back. So proud and happy, and I think he has to be 6 today. Not special, not bad. And Mudryk, same old story. Dribble, but no idea what he has to do. His shots are going to the corner flag. And with Mudryk, I've told you people for a very long time, this guy has all the talent in the world. He has the ability, but he needs 2 to 3 years to develop. Can Chelsea give him 2 to 3 years to develop? I don't think so. And this is why this signing could turn out to be a failure, because we have to give this boy the time to reach to the right level and position. And for me, he has to be a 4 today. He literally, for me, did nothing in the game and really, really poor. And that takes me to Nico Jackson. I think I have to give him 6 because, again, in the whole game, he was really, really good. He attacked really well. He made some good forward runs. He nearly scored the goal in the first half. He scored a goal, but it was called off for offside. And I think he was really good in this game. His passing, his overall in terms of his positioning, his dribbling, everything was spot on, bar scoring the goal. And substitutes, Disasi for me has to be a 6, but scored the winning goal, but VAR robbed us. And then Caicedo did not have much time. So with Cesare Caicedo, had to go with the 8. He did not have much time to change it. So I think you need to understand and give him the time he requires. He still has a lot to do. And that takes me to the final slide again, people. I think we have a lot to discuss now, and I'm going to just discuss on full camera. Just give me a second, people. Just give me a second. Give me a full camera, because I have a lot to talk about here, people. A lot to talk about. See, people, being very honest with you, overall, I think today we were really good today. We were dominant. That was one of our best performances we put this season. We were really good with the ball. We carried the ball well. We defended for our lives in terms of the first half. But in the second half, we were comfortable. We dealt with the ball well. Our possession was good. We played some good football. There were triangles. There was clear pattern of play. We were really good. We were pressing Aston Villa. We made their life tough. We dominated them. We never allowed them to have the ball. And we put ball after ball in the box. We were dribbling. Noni Madueke was dribbling against Lucas Dean every opportunity. And I think the team today, they played a really good game. But again, the same old mistakes. Slow start, conceding 2 poor early goals. Nico Jackson missing a sitter. And we go 2-0 down. I think if we did not go 2-0 down, we just might have won this game. But the good thing is, the team did not lose their spirit. They had the word with the manager in the tunnel or in between the break. And in the second half, they came out all guns blazing. And they were wonderful in the second half. We got a 2 draw in a game we should have won. The players, they fought for this batch. They fought for this batch. They fought for the Chelsea batch today. And this is why I think I'm proud of the players today. They fought for the batch in the second half. I think the team really, really played well in the second half. It was a good performance, good passing. The manager shifting to a back 3. That was a good decision by the manager to shift to a back 3. With Cucurella inverting into midfield. We played really well in the second half. Madueke scoring a beautiful goal, which otherwise would have been a penalty on Conor Gallagher. And on the other hand, Conor Gallagher pulling a world-class finish, one of the best of the season from his weaker foot. And in the end, Disasi scored a header, a winner. But the VAR is always a ROBS. For a simple push, it's a foul. And again, with VAR, nobody knows what's clear and obvious error. Sometimes go to the screen, sometimes no. So no point talking. But I'm really proud of the team. I'm feeling sleepy, guys, but proud of the second half comeback. Hopefully now we can beat Tottenham and somehow keep a Europa League qualification hopes alive. Because if we don't beat Tottenham, it's over. So up the mighty chest. I love you each and every people. Please like, please subscribe, please support the channel, people. Your love means a lot. Thank you. Wishing you the best. I'm just sleepy. 4 o'clock at my place.